hopefully you can kind of see this brake. It's a 30-inch bending brake. They carried it to Harbor Freight. It's 30 inches wide, which is more than enough to cover the size of the sheet metal that I'm working with. I have not opened it yet. I will open it here in a moment for you so you can kind of see what it's all about. I am going to mount this on a 2x6, mainly because I want to be able to move it around. It needs to be sturdy mounted to a bench. I've got some, these are 9-inch clamps. I've got 2 of those. And then I've also got some 4-inch clamps. Mainly because every video that I watched on this, it has to be clamped down, and you'll see as I unwrap this sucker just how it is. You bring that up just a pinch so you can see me and this. But a lot of people have videos on this thing and how to make it really a nice little unit. If you don't have room in your shop, this is the best way to go, I think. If you've got room in your shop, hey, go spend the $300 and get a really nice one, because this is definitely the most inexpensive way to go. So give me a moment to go grab the razor knife, and we'll take this thing apart. And we're going to measure this out and mount that. Okay, I've got my tape measure, my cutter. I do need a marking pencil. Thought I had a speed square in here, but I guess I don't. So it'll be what it'll be. So first things first, let's get this unwrapped. See what we've got. Big little hole in the box. It's very, very heavy steel. Probably why there's a hole in the box. And every single box that was there at Harbor Freight had a hole in it. So if we can't get this cut off, there we go. Clamps all out of the way. I'm going to use this scrap 2x6 that I've got for the mount. Under the instructions, this is your brace. Notice it's just a hunk of metal that you clamp on. Just making sure you're recording. And this itself is the brake. This over here, handles. So, and get the cardboard out of the way. This is your brake that folds, and it is full of yuck. Keep it from rusting. Thank goodness we've got our paper towels. Let's just cut the bag out. It is a pretty heavy unit, so yeah, they oil it down probably to keep it from rusting because it's got oil all over it. Wipe it down as we go. Yeah, it's got oil everywhere. You're around. Oh boy, it's covered in oil. Wood moved. So the first thing you got to do is clean all the oil off. Sure that keeps it nice and not rusty. as you can see, hopefully you see it well enough. Let me make sure your camera angle. Okay, we're good. Is this piece that I haven't unwrapped yet. Basically, you put your piece of steel in, you clamp that on, and then you bend it. One of the issues that you have is this isn't down solid, so you have to clamp it down. So that definitely makes for some issues. There are a lot of videos on this on YouTube where they've taken this and actually fixed this to the brake. They ran some springs and all kinds of neat stuff. So definitely, if you're going to use this a lot, you definitely want to permanently mount this the bar there. So let's get this out of here. Put it in the box. You've got your handles. Let's go around to there on both sides. So what we want to do first is we want to get it where there are bolt holes on both sides to mount it. I'm going to try to just metal or wood screw it in onto the piece of wood. See how it does. If it doesn't do well, then I'll blow holes all the way through and I'll run bolts, nuts and bolts. So with what we're working on, we shouldn't need that much strength, but you never know. I am going to add some space to both ends of the piece of wood. Mainly if I want to add something later to hold down this bar, I can. Or hold down that bar, I should say, I can. So definitely something we want to do. So first off, I'm going to do is measure it out wherever my tape measure hid. So once again, losing things that are right in front of me. So on this particular unit, it is 35 inches wide, so it's almost 3 feet. So let's add a couple inches to both sides. Matter of fact, let's go 3 inches on both sides so that we know we want to cut our wood to. So we got 3 inches here. And then 1, 2, 3 inches here. So we're going to cut our piece of wood at 41 inches. Now let's grab our wood and find the better part of it because it is kind of dirty, laying around on the floor. It looks like this side's better, or this end of it is better, I should say. Again, measure twice. Remember, we want 3 inches on both sides, so we're going to add a total of 6 inches to the width. 3 there. 1, 2, 3 there. 41 inches again. So we're going to cut our wood at 41. Come on, get there, you. Grab our pencil right there. And come over here where we can see it and go 41. You know what? Let's go 42 just to be safe. That gives us an extra ½ inch on both sides. So of course we're going to use our wonderful saw. Hope don't mind the noise for a minute. I used to own a table saw, but now that I own this, I love this saw. So again, we got a little bit of scrap wood here. Let's put it in our scrap area, away from everything else. Now we want to. I really need to work on this bench. There's one of my bolts, or one of my screws, I should say. Again, this is a scrap piece of wood, so just happen to have laying around. It just gives me a way to take it out, and we want to center this up. So let's get 3.5 on each side, because we did have Add that extra inch. 3.5. Going to be right there. Slide her on over. Make sure we're 3.5 here. Which we are a little bit more. Just come over a pinch. There we go. And then off of the back, we're going to go 1 3/4 inches. Which is good there. And here too, 1 3/4 inches. Almost there. Too much. Just mark. So we know where we're at. There we go. And double check this side. And 1 3/4 inches. Mark this side. Ended up moving this way just a pinch. There we go. Like I say, the reason I want this is so that I can use it out. I put sawhorses under it, what have you. Move it around, keep it portable, because that's really what you want. I have these bolts, which are perfect. I just have to find more. And I don't remember where I put them. And I came all the way over here. Forgot the drill. So we are going to drill some pilot holes. That way we don't split the wood. One thing I hate is splitting wood. These are some pretty good size bolts, so it's always good to have a pilot. Finally got me a cordless ratchet. Not the world's most expensive one, but I used it for building the gate and it worked pretty well. That bolt all the way down, so not be too bad. I'm going to go ahead and drill those other pilot holes. I don't have the bolts right now, but I'll pick them up and bolt them in later. Not much room to work with here, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, that makes it worse. Okay, now she's bolted down with a piece of wood. And I'll show you some of the reasons some of the folks don't like it. So again, basically, let me throw my battery on the charger because you never know. Need to make a nice shelf for all my chargers. My drill away. My bits away. This little bag these Harbor Freight drills come with is the bomb. Everything fits in there. And as we unwrap this, we're going to wipe it off because it is also full of oil. So basically the way it works is you clamp this piece onto your edge and then you hold it. Plain and simple. Real basic thing. Sorry about that, everybody. The video cut off and the second segment was messed up, so I came back down to redo this second part. Let's see, I've screwed the handles on it, put it mounted down the board, and I've got a couple clamps holding down the board to my worktop. And then I've got two clamps that I purchased that I use to hold the bar on. This bar is not mounted at all. You can move it around and all kinds of fun stuff. It's one of the things that a lot of the people didn't like about it, and I can understand that. If I had it my way, I would use some longer clamps and then figure out a way to mount them so that they could be mounted here and then come out across to hold down that metal. So might be something I work on in a later project. But for now, this works real well. If you watch the video, building the gas tank part 1, you'll see that this thing will bend 22 gauge steel without any problem at all. 30 inches wide. It does have a little bit of extra space, so I was able to get an actual 30 inch piece in here. But yeah, this is the way it's all set up on this wood. This makes it so much easier because when I'm done with it, I can unscrew it. This thing all stays together. Just have to take your handles off. Maybe I'll drill some holes in it so that I can put the handles in to keep them handy or mount something somewhere. But that kind of gives you the breakdown of the Harbor Freight 30 inch. I did go online to get a picture of it, and I couldn't find this on their website anymore, which I thought was kind of weird. But definitely, if you're just doing small jobs with it, this is definitely the one to use. And like I said, it's real portable. I can put it away somewhere with the handles off. It takes less space than it takes. Boom, that's it. But that's kind of to give you a rundown on the Harbor Freight 30 inch brake. Do I suggest buying it? Yeah, if you're doing small stuff, this is perfect for you. It worked well for me. Look at the video building the gas tank box part 1 on my Nova, and you'll see how I was able to bend the corners and everything on 22 gauge steel, and it works real well. No issues whatsoever. So with that, I'll finish this video. Do me a favor, like, subscribe. Any other tools that you kind of see around my shop that you want to know about, definitely let me know, and I'll fill you in. But that's all I have for today. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.